The next book that we're doing is Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins.
Rebel Belle, Rachel Hawkins. Oddly enough, Rachel Hawkins is actually married to Billy Idol. So, you'll notice, with a slight little play on words, this is kind of a longer version of Rebel Yell. Southern Belle, down there, Peach Country. You've all heard the same story. She goes from Georgia over to Louisiana. Gotta go down to, French Quarter. Very down bottom of New Orleans. Nolans, for those of you who are local. Same story, different telling. Go listen to Billy Idol. You'll get more enjoyment.
That's you.
Yeah, dang it.
We're reversing the order, apparently.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence that the last one was about Beauty and the Beast, because this one is also about Beauty and the Beast, where Belle isn't such the sweet little Southern belle.
Oh, she's a rebel, Belle? Do tell.
Well, how do you think that she just happened upon the Beast? She's obviously in cahoots with...
Gaston.
Yeah, Gaston. You're giving it away.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not going to share my point.
I've read this book.
I'm not going to share my point with you.
I don't want to ruin it.
It's about her and Beast, and they have a baby who is also very naughty, but she's born with like powers, like ninja type powers. Hence the knife there. That it's wrong. It's actually supposed to be a sword. And anyway, she has ninja powers, and she is rebellious, and ultimately, you'll see what happens. Uses her powers for either good or bad. You'll see. It's good.
None of that happened. But that was a good guess. Pretty good guess. Rachel Hawkins, little known fact, I think she just finished up her second term, but she was the mayor of Hoboken, New Jersey. Wanted to get out of politics, wanted to get into writing. Old dream, been into it for, every kid wants to be an author or a ballerina. So this is actually a historical nonfiction about George Washington and his secret life as a transsexual.
Oh, gosh.
In a time when living the secret was not as widely accepted as now. A little twist towards the end of the book. Martha Washington was also a trans.
Oh my gosh.
So it worked out, But basically just his struggle with politics and his cohorts in Washington and trying to deal with issues of acceptance.
Who is
and,
the baby?
And love.
What about the baby?
And really a feel good.
There's no baby. Okay, there's not a baby.
Rebel Belle. This book is a let's see. It's actually what it is. Okay, this is what it is.
Is it post-apocalyptic?
No.
But
It's actually a
Pre-apocalyptic.
Euro-Asian retelling of Beauty and the Beast, complete with ninjas. That's obviously why the knife has been thrown into the wall here.
Must be what it really is about.
Basically, this gang of ninjas, they destroy everyone in her family. She goes crazy and turns into a ninja herself. Lots of star throwing, sword fighting, really action-packed story. I love it. Way better than the Disney original. It's all in Chinese, which is kind of hard to understand. But
Wow, but you know Chinese?
I take a class every
Oh.
Tuesday.
How
So-
did I not know this?
Yeah, it's pretty easy to understand.
Chinese is so easy.
Written by Rachel Hawkins in the 1830s, post-apocalyptic. She lived in the post-apocalyptic era of the 1830s.
Oh my gosh, Mike.
But the story isn't written there.
Time's
I'm just
up.
giving you a brief backstory. Of her life. Great book. 274 pages. Blue ink, actually. Who'd know? Asians.
Wow.
Offended a lot of the population.
Okay, so Rebel Belle is about a Southern belle who is like the most popular girl in school, and she's just getting ready to become homecoming queen when instead she becomes a paladin and has to protect her arch nemesis in school, and
bad.
But she's starting to fall for him.
Of course.
So
Nick gets that
Nick
one.
gets that one with the South.
So what's the point?
Are you pooping again?
All right, so the last book before the possible tiebreaker, if there needs to be one, is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken.
So Bracken is a fern, but that has nothing to do with this book whatsoever. The Darkest Minds, it's a cult book. Not a huge following at the moment, but it is gaining some speed among young adult readers. Vampires are so out, zombies have been done. We're actually going to Vikings at this point. So, like all good barbarians, they invade from the north. The Darkest Mind follows Peter and his survival when his town gets raided by those crazy Vikings from the north. Germany, Peter, family gets slaughtered. He kind of turns to the dark side in a weird Star Wars spin thing, but there's no force in this, so it doesn't really work for him. Anyways, he does eventually get revenge. Oops, sorry, spoiler alert, back that up 15 seconds, you'll never know. So, Peter, Germans, invaders from the north, build the wall.
I was kind of thinking Vikings too, but not medieval, but probably after medieval era, like dystopian. Because there's vampires, I feel like. Vampires and Vikings, kind of like Underworld. Kind of like that. Where there is obviously a heroine and...
Addict?
No. Maybe. The vampires are trying to take over this village, and there's some bad, good people. Can't swear, but they're tough people. And they're trying to get rid of the vampires in the village, and Vikings actually help. I think that's what it's about.
The Darkest Minds, beautiful book, lovely prose about it's a retelling of a retelling of Pirates of the Caribbean, but instead of pirates, they're farmers, and instead of the Caribbean, it's basically just like the area around, kind of like Tillamook, like Oregon coast, Florence, Tillamook, Astoria, basically just farmers of the Oregon coast. And actually, you can see, it's hard to read, but you can see like down here. There's a little underscript. The Darkest Minds, farmers of the Oregon coast,
is that like
and basically,
is it a hay fork?
right? Yeah, like the American Gothic, the painting, which it's obviously based off of. So basically, long story short, I know I'm dragging on, but these farmers, they steal cattle from one town, load them up in their boat, drive it to another town, ship it, sail it. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good because the it's so eloquent. What's pretty dark is that their ringleader is actually a 2-year-old. And he doesn't really know what he's saying, but they think he does. So they're like, he says like, bad, and they're like, oh, you want me to kill, murder that guy? And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll murder that guy.
Where the wild things are.
Yeah, pretty much the same.
Like, he doesn't know what he's doing, but they think he's
Right.
like King Max.
Yeah, well, this is a retelling of a retelling of a retelling of a retelling of Where the Wild Things Are meets Pirates of the Caribbean with farmers of the Oregon coast, stealing livestock, taking them to other towns, selling them for double, triple.
Wow.
Did you just read an encyclopedia?
It's so in depth that I can't even really describe it in words that would make sense. So I'll just say, read it. Check it out. Go, maybe read it 4 or 5 times, and you'll probably get it eventually.
So that's like King Triton's from Little Mermaid.
I got this. I've read this book at least 3 times. So as you can see, I mean, this is all we have to go off. I mean, besides me reading the book. As you can see, the shape right here is a horseshoe with a line down the middle. This book is about alien horses.
Oh, Men in Black.
Mixed in with the regular horse population. But they can read minds, They can do magic tricks. They glow. They
They
do all
want
of
to.
the special abilities that a normal superhero would have. These horse aliens.
Oh, they are aliens.
Obviously, their
Mixed
horse
with the general
hooves
population.
look similar to Earth horselings, but they have this extra line in between that gives them a look of a pitchfork. So they're very evil. Obviously, their minds are very dark since they're very evil. They go around creating chaos. It's about the leader of this horse pack named Xavier Bonaparte.
Not the Black Stallion.
Bonaparte there?
He likes to rip people in half. You know, it's about his life
Apart,
story.
As
Apart.
his name tells you.
Yes.
Bone. He wants to rip their bones apart.
All right.
Doesn't like to be saddled. Grew up in the Old West. And actually,
alien horse grew up in
twist
the Old
at the
West.
end. I'll try not to give too much away, but a twist at the end is he has a change of heart. And the second book is called The Brightest Minds.
What about a change of hoof?
Read it today or tomorrow.
Okay, so The Darkest Minds is about a girl named Ruby
Who's a farmer of the Oregon
who
coast.
gets a mysterious disease that most American children have gotten, but she survives it, and she gets these abilities
Treehouse.
that lets her control other kids.
Horses? Oh, does it let her...
Well, other people, not
does it
just
make
kids.
her smart enough that at 2 years old she could lead a fleet of farmers in stealing livestock?
No.
Oh.
And then she escapes her rehabilitation camp where all of these children have been sent.
Underworld.
And
Such as a concentration camp?
In Germany?
not in Germany, it's in America.
In Oregon?
And
With horses?
and she's trying to find this safe haven that all the kids know about, but don't know where it's at,
The sea.
so she can find her.
The Caribbean
Parents.
The heroine. She's the
in
heroine.
Oregon.
Oregon.
She's the heroine. I think that anybody got
You
this.
said a
There
heroin
was
ring.
no.
I said special powers.
No. You
Special powers.
You said horses.
Who would be clearly identified by their hoof prints.
I think
What? What do you mean?
I think
mean,
I'm the only one that said
They're
there
the
was
only
a heroine.
horses. Have a line down the middle of their hoof.
Yeah, how many horse prints have you seen?
Don't ask.
I own 12 horses by the age of 5. Yeah.
Okay, so do horses have lines down the middle of their...
Not normal ones, but
Yeah,
apparently you're
they're alien ones!
I know. If you can tell them apart by looking at their hoof.
There were obviously no horses involved. It was all cattle. Cattle
Those are not ungulate hooves.
stolen from one town, taken to another.
Your book is boring. Boring.
Hide it.
all that to say, who gets this? It's obviously a creativity point.
Yeah.
So
So I would read Mikey's book.
yeah, I think the alien horses thing might be
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Dang it.
But that gives Nick 2 points with the win.
So Nick wins.
So Nick wins this game.
Yay.
Speech!
12 horses.
Speech!
12.
Wow, you won 12 horses.
Hey, even if they won points, I was right about the books. Okay, I've read all these books and I know exactly what they're all about, though.
Georgia,
All
Washington.
right, so that is it for this video. I hope you liked it. I hope you have a great night, and I will see you next time. None of these people are ever allowed on my channel again because they are
Except me.
ridiculous, except for her because I like her. So that's it. So yeah, bye.
Bye!